Continue where we left off from last video. I have a table here and a chart, and I'm gonna show you how to insert the captions on these elements and how to put them in their table of respective table. So table of tables, and this one's probably gonna be in the table of figures, which can be also really regarded as a table of charts. It doesn't really matter. And whenever you're doing the captions, you just need to select the item, right click it, click under insert caption, and then right here you're gonna see some options, including a very important one, which is the label. This is the keyword, that word that the application is going to be looking for when composing your table of figures or table of tables and so on. So if I want to make up, like with the chart, include that in a table of figures, yeah, that might be a good, it might be a good idea to use a label figure. But since this is a very specific type of figure, and depending on how many charts do you have on your document, it might be easier for you to create a new label. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna click under new label. We're gonna put in a chart label, and it showed up 1-1 because the format here might be changed to include, yeah, the chapter number. Most of the times you wouldn't want that, so let's just deselect this. I'll keep this numbering format, and then I want the caption to be positioned. When it comes to charts, I think the standards to be positioned above, and when it comes to tables and regular figures, I think it's supposed to be below, but I might be wrong. So yeah, so let's do that. And then when it comes to actually writing the chart title, you can just do it in here under caption, or you can do it once the caption's actually inserted. So I'll do it here because it's gonna be more straightforward. So this is gonna be test chart 1. So hit OK. There it is, the caption. So if I want this caption to be centered, you can also do that. There's no problem. So you can either select the whole thing or just click on the line and click here to centralize. And then if you feel that the chart is slightly moved to the left, which it is, you can do the same thing with it. Just click here on center. And then let's do the same thing with the table. So I'm gonna click here on the table. I'm gonna go under insert caption. Since this is a table, I'm just gonna change the label here to table. This is gonna be the test table 1. I'm gonna do the same thing as I did with the chart. I'm just gonna make sure that these elements are centered. Now we're gonna insert a blank page, and then when you're done inserting the blank page, I'll just activate here the hidden characters to be sure where the page break is, and to insert my table of contents before that break, as we discussed in the past videos. So I'm gonna go under references. I'm gonna go under where is it? Oh, here it is, table of figures. So click on table of figures. Now we're gonna select the caption that word is gonna fetch in the document. So let's say the first table I'm gonna do is table of tables. So I'm gonna select table here amongst the caption labels, and let's stick with the template format for now. And there you go. And then as we've discussed earlier, after inserting the table, you can just add a space here, so you can put your title. So this is gonna be a table of tables. I'm just gonna select this thing. I'm gonna change the font so it looks more presentable. Change the color. Oh, And now let's say that I want to put a table of figures on the next page. So I'm gonna put another page break, and I'm gonna go again under references, table of figures, and then I'm gonna select the chart this time around. There it is. Space table of charts. And then to make it easier, instead of like redoing the the change in styles and font size, I'll just also discuss this earlier. I'll just select this, copy the formatting, and then paste it in here. There it is. I'm gonna hide the invisible characters here. So this is our table of tables, this is our table of charts, and these are our elements here. One more thing you might consider doing it is whenever you're inserting a chart, depending on the size, you might want to flip the page so the chart can show all of its details. And I already showed you how to do this, right? So you would insert a different type of break. In this case, you would be inserting a section break. So for that, you go under layouts, section break, then right here I would put, let me just copy and paste this chart so I don't need to do a new one. And then this page right here, I'll just change the layout to landscape. And now that it's in landscape, you can actually increase this chart way more. And then to make it fit the margins, all you need to do is just adjust the ruler instead, so that this particular page has wider margins. And that's it. Alright, so I think with this video we wrap up all the main things you're going to be needing when formatting your thesis, and I hope that all this material can be helpful.